Three beautiful corners of the world that most travelers miss. Our planet is full of breathtaking places, from iconic landmarks to hidden wonders waiting to be discovered. But while millions flock to Paris, New York, or Bali, there are untouched corners of the world that remain almost forgotten. In this video, we'll take you to three of the most beautiful yet overlooked destinations on Earth. Places so magical, you'll wonder how they've stayed off the tourist map for so long. So sit back, relax, and get ready to explore the unseen beauty of our planet. Part 1. Faroe Islands, Denmark. Nestled in the wild North Atlantic, hidden between Iceland and Norway, lies a cluster of 18 emerald islands known as the Faroe Islands. This self-governing territory of Denmark is one of Europe's best-kept secrets, a place where the forces of nature have carved a landscape of almost mythical beauty. Imagine dramatic sea cliffs, like those at Tirlanipa, rising vertically from the churning ocean, their tops carpeted in a vibrant green. Picture tiny, isolated villages like Saxun, where traditional grass-roofed cottages huddle against a tidal lagoon surrounded by towering mountains. Here, waterfalls are not just a feature of the landscape. They are its lifeblood, cascading down cliffsides and often pouring directly into the roaring Atlantic. The postcard-perfect village of Gassadalur epitomizes this serene isolation. For decades, it was one of the most remote villages in the islands, accessible only by a strenuous mountain hike. Today, a tunnel connects it to the outside world, but its soul remains untouched. Here, you'll find the iconic Malafosher waterfall, a graceful stream that leaps from the village and plunges straight into the sea, creating a vista so perfectly composed it feels surreal. Most travelers bypass the Faroes due to their remote location and often moody, misty weather. But those who brave the journey are rewarded with a profound sense of tranquility. This is a land of elemental purity, where the sound of the wind and waves replaces the noise of modern life. Sheep comfortably outnumber people, and the relentless passage of time seems to slow to a gentle crawl. If you crave peace, solitude, and a raw, humbling connection with nature, the whisper of the Faroe Islands is calling your name. Part 2. Wadi Rum, Jordan. Next, we journey to the heart of the Middle East, deep into the desert of southern Jordan to a place known as Wadi Rum, or the Valley of the Moon. This is not a subtle landscape. It is a breathtaking, monumental canvas painted in shades of rust, gold, and crimson. The defining features of Wadi Rum are its massive rock formations, monolithic mountains of sandstone and granite that erupt from the valley floor. These ancient sentinels have been sculpted by millennia of wind and sand into dramatic arches, canyons, and cliffs. The desert floor is a vast expanse of rolling red sand dunes and flat plains, all set against a sky of impossible blue. The landscape is so profoundly otherworldly that it has famously stood in for alien planets in blockbuster films like The Martian, Dune, and Star Wars. But the true magic of Wadi Rum is not just in its visual grandeur, it's in the silence. As the sun sets, the desert transforms. The rock faces glow with an intense, fiery light before the sky deepens into a blanket of stars, so clear and unpolluted that the Milky Way is vividly visible. The silence here is not empty. It is full, profound, and humbling. To fully experience Wadi Rum, you must spend a night in a Bedouin camp. The Bedouin people have inhabited this desert for centuries, and their hospitality is legendary. You'll sip sweet mint tea around a crackling fire, listen to ancient stories under the stars, and understand a nomadic way of life that has endured for generations. While the ancient city of Petra draws the crowds, those who venture further into the peace of Wadi Rum often leave calling it the most spiritually resonant and peaceful place they have ever been. Part 3. Isle of Skye, Scotland. Our final stop takes us north, to the rugged and mystical beauty of Scotland's Isle of Skye. This is an island where nature feels alive, imbued with legend and drama. It's a place where mountains hide behind veils of mist, where waterfalls whisper from dark cliffs, and the ruins of old castles stand as silent guardians by the sea. Despite its renown among hikers and photographers, many travelers to the UK still miss Skye, opting for the cities of London and Edinburgh over this wild coastal paradise. Their loss is the adventurer's gain. In the shadow of the Quillan mountain range, you'll find the famous fairy pools. These are not mere ponds, but a series of crystal clear, azure blue pools and waterfalls that cascade over jet-black volcanic rock. The water is famously clear and cold, and local legend says the pools are enchanted by fairies, a belief that feels entirely plausible in the ethereal Scottish light. Further north, On the Trotternish Peninsula lies one of Skye's most iconic landmarks, the Old Man of Stores. This towering pinnacle of rock is the remnant of an ancient landslide, jutting dramatically from the landscape. The hike to its base is a pilgrimage through a landscape that feels shaped by giants, offering breathtaking views over the sea locks and islands beyond. When the famous Scottish mist rolls in, cloaking the peaks and glens, the island transforms into a scene from a Celtic myth, a world half dream, half reality. Every corner of Skye tells a story of nature's raw strength, deep mystery, and enduring peace. It's a place that doesn't need filters or fame. It just asks for your attention and an open heart. So there you have it, 3 of the world's most beautiful corners that most travelers never see. From the misty, cliff-bound solitude of the Faroe Islands, to the majestic Mars-like silence of Wadi Rum, to the myth-soaked highlands of the Isle of Skye, each of these places reminds us that true beauty isn't always where the crowds are. Sometimes it hides in silence, in distance, and in the courage to venture off the map and explore the unknown. If this journey inspired you, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more adventures, and share it with a fellow traveler. Because the world is too vast to stay in one place, and too beautiful to leave unseen.
Thanks for watching. Like, comments and share.